Your feet shouldn't be the reason your day gets harder. If you're a nurse, a teacher, a chef, a retail worker, or honestly anyone who spends hours on their feet, this video is going to change the way you think about footwear forever. I went through 10 of the most talked about shoes of 2026, dug into real lab data, real tester reviews, and yes, even check what celebrities like Hailey Bieber, Jennifer Garner, and Kendall Jenner are actually wearing on their feet right now. No sponsorships, no fluff, just the 10 best shoes for standing all day, ranked honestly. Let's go. Number 10, Adidas Ultraboost 22. Coming in at number 10, we have the Adidas Ultraboost 22, and this shoe gets criminally overlooked in the all-day comfort conversation. Most people think of it as just a running shoe, but here's what nobody talks about. The Boost midsole technology in the shoe was engineered to return energy with every single step, which means the longer you stand or walk, the more responsive it actually feels. The exact opposite of how most work shoes behave after a few hours. The prime knit upper wraps your foot like a second skin with zero pressure points, zero tight spots, and a breathable sock-like fit that genuinely improves as the day goes on. The Continental rubber outsole grips wet and dry surfaces confidently, which matters enormously if you work in kitchens, hospitals, or on retail floors where spills happen. Now the celebrity side. The Adidas family has been everywhere in 2026 street style, with Gigi Hadid's brand guest in residence dropping an Adidas collab, and Jennifer Lawrence plus Rose from Blackpink both spotted in Adidas silhouettes for everyday wear. The Ultraboost 22 retails around $190, which sounds premium, but when you're spending 8 to 12 hours on your feet daily, this is a health investment, not a fashion splurge. The 10mm heel-to-toe drop distributes your weight in a way that noticeably reduces calf fatigue over long standing periods. And from medium to standard widths, it fits perfectly right out of the box with zero break-in time needed. Style, energy return, and serious all-day comfort in one package. That's why the Adidas Ultraboost 22 opens this list at number 10. Number 9, Nike Air Max 270. At number 9, we have one of the most iconic comfort shoes Nike has ever produced, the Nike Air Max 270, and yes, it absolutely earns its place on a list about all-day standing comfort. The Air Max 270 features Nike's largest heel air unit ever created, sitting at 32mm of pure air cushioning directly under your heel. Every time your heel contacts the ground, that air unit absorbs the shock before it travels up through your ankle, knee, hip, and lower back. And after 8 hours on your feet, that difference is not subtle, it is massive. Lab testing confirmed the stack height at 36.4mm in the heel with a 16.1mm drop that specifically takes pressure off your heels during prolonged standing. You feel that relief from the very first step. The ventilation on this shoe is extraordinary. In breathability testing, air flowed to the mesh upper with zero resistance, meaning your feet stay fresh and cool even to the longest and most demanding shifts. The dual-density foam midsole gives you a balanced platform that keeps you stable on concrete and tile. The two surfaces that destroy your feet faster than anything else, without feeling stiff or restrictive. On the celebrity front, Kendall Jenner has been spotted in Nike silhouettes consistently throughout spring 2026, and the Air Max family remains one of the most culturally dominant shoe lines on the planet right now. The Air Max 270 retails around $150, which makes it one of the most accessible options on this list for performance-level delivers, and it comes in dozens of colorways that work with scrubs, business casual, and everything in between. If you want serious heel protection, all-day breathability, and a shoe that looks as good as it feels. Number 9, the Nike Air Max 270 is your answer. Number 8, Skechers Max Cushioning Arch Fit. Sliding into number 8 is the Skechers Max Cushioning Arch Fit. And before you scroll past, hear me out, because Skechers in 2026 is not the brand you think it is. The Max Cushioning Arch Fit has a heel midsole that measures at 36mm. That's 15% higher than the industry average, and a 4-foot stack of 27.4mm, which is a full 30.5% above average, meaning you're getting genuine maximalist cushioning from heel to toe at a price point that most premium brands can't touch. The Arch Fit insole system is clinically studied and podiatry certified, meaning real foot science went into the arch support, not just marketing language. And it targets the medial arch specifically, which is exactly where plantar fasciitis arch fatigue, and long shift foot pain originates for most people. In shock absorption testing, this shoe scored 139 SA, absorbing a serious amount of ground impact before it ever reaches your joints, and the breathable mesh upper keeps air flowing, so your feet stay comfortable and cool from the first hour to the last. The on-foot sensation is consistently described by real-world testers as the shoe simply disappearing. You forget you're wearing it, which for a work shoe is honestly the highest possible compliment. Price sits between $80 and $100 depending on colorway, making this the most budget-friendly option on this entire list and an absolutely incredible value for the technology it delivers. Healthcare workers, retail staff, teachers, restaurant workers. If you stand all day and you need podiatrists to prove comfort without spending $170, the Skechers Max Cushioning Arch Fit at number 8 is the smartest purchase on this list. Number 7. Asics Gel-Kayano 32. At number 7, we have a shoe that has been the gold standard in stability and comfort footwear for over 30 years. The Asics Gel-Kayano 32 and the 2026 version is genuinely the best one Asics has ever built. The Gel-Kayano 32 features a massive 39.9mm heel stack, just 0.1mm below the absolute World Athletics maximum, combined with pure gel technology tucked into the rear midsole that creates an incredibly soft, shock-absorbing landing zone for heel strikers, which describes the overwhelming majority of people who spend long hours standing and walking on hard floors. The Flight Foam Blast Plus midsole foam registered at 34.2 AC in independent softness testing. That is 30% softer than the average road running shoe, and the real-world feel is genuinely cloud-like even after hours on concrete tile or hospital corridor floors. The redesigned 4D guidance system actively adapts to your foot's movement in all 4 directions during standing and walking, silently correcting your alignment and reducing overpronation without you doing anything, just protecting your knees, hips, and lower back in the background all day long. Asics also reduced the heel drop from 10mm to 8mm in this version, spreading your body weight more evenly across the entire platform and make it friendlier for mid-foot walkers than any previous Kayano ever was. The wide platform measures 119.8mm at the heel, giving you an exceptionally stable base that doesn't wobble or roll on unpredictable surfaces, and independent lab testing confirmed shock absorption that is 4.7% better than average. Real numbers that translate into real joint protection over a full shift. At $165 with zero price increase from the previous version, the Asics Gel-Kayano 32 at number 7 is the definitive choice for anyone dealing with overpronation, joint sensitivity, or the need for maximum stability during long standing hours. Number 6, On Cloud Surfer Max. Number 6 goes to one of the most visually stunning and technically impressive shoes on this entire list, the On Cloud Surfer Max. And if you haven't been paying attention to On Running, the Swiss performance brand that has completely taken over the footwear world in 2025 and 2026, this is your introduction. The defining technology is On's double-layer Cloud Tech Phase cushioning, a computer-optimized system of hollow cloud-shaped pods in the outsole that compress independently based on your specific weight distribution, meaning the shoe literally adapts to how you personally walk and stand rather than forcing your foot into a generic biomechanical template. The result is a deeply personalized comfort experience that actually improves the longer you wear the shoe, and in testing across gym floors, office environments, hospital corridors, and city pavement, the Cloud Tech pods grip confidently on every surface while keeping transitions smooth and natural. The all-white aesthetic on the Cloud Surfer Max is genuinely striking, clean, modern, and sleek in a way that pairs with literally everything from scrubs to athleisure to smart casual, making it the most versatile shoe on this list from a styling perspective. The premium structured upper provides secure mid-foot lockdown without any constriction, and it runs true to size across most foot shapes. One honest note: there's a break-in period of roughly 10 to 15 miles before the Cloud Tech pods fully soften to your specific foot shape, so give it time before you judge it. Once broken in, testers consistently describe it as one of the most comfortable all-day shoes they have ever worn. At $170 to $180, the On Cloud Surfer Max at number 6 is a shoe for the person who demands that their footwear look as sophisticated as their ambitions while still delivering the support of a serious performance shoe. Number 5, New Balance 990 V6. Number 5 belongs to an absolute American icon that in 2026 has officially completed its transformation from dad shoe meme to one of the most coveted sneakers in both performance and high fashion simultaneously, the New Balance 990 V6. The comfort credentials on this shoe are extraordinary. Made in the USA with fuel cell cushioning, the same foam technology New Balance puts in their elite racing shoes, combined an encapsulability rim around the heel and arch. The 990 V6 delivers what independent testers call Goldilocks squishiness, not too soft, not too firm, but perfectly calibrated for extended standing and walking that lasts all day without your feet paying the price. The arch support is described as astounding. The well-padded interior creates a genuinely premium feel, and a combination of suede and mesh upper panels reflects a build quality that simply outlasts cheaper alternatives by years. The celebrity connection here is massive and documented. Hailey Bieber is a known and consistent New Balance fan, regularly spotted in New Balance silhouettes for her everyday outings, and Meghan Markle plus Jennifer Aniston have both been photographed in New Balance shoes, cementing the brand's status as genuinely cool in 2026 rather than just functional. The wide forefoot construction allows your toes to splay naturally during long standing periods, which prevents the forefoot pain and metatarsalgia that develops in narrower shoes after just a few hours. And the 990 V6 is available in multiple widths from narrow to extra wide, a significant practical advantage for anyone with non-standard foot shapes. At $185, it is an investment, but when you calculate cost per where across the years this shoe will last you, it is one of the best value propositions on this entire list. New Balance 990 V6, number 5, and worth absolutely every cent. Number 4, Brooks Ghost Max 3. At number 4, we have a shoe that independent testers crown the flagship walking shoe of 2026, the Brooks Ghost Max 3, and the technology inside the shoe genuinely justifies that title. The Ghost Max 3 is built on nitrogen-infused DNA Loft V3 foam, which is Brooks' most advanced cushioning compound to date. Nitrogen infusion creates smaller, more uniform foam cells that feel remarkably light underfoot despite delivering a high-stack cushioning profile. And the result is a shoe that weighs just 9.5 ounces for men's size 10.5, while still providing maximum impact protection. The glide roll rocker geometry built into the sole actively assists your heel-to-toe transition with every single step. The shoe is literally helping move your foot forward, which dramatically reduces leg fatigue and foot pain during long standing and walking sessions in a way you can feel within the first hour wearing it. In breathability testing, the 100% recycled mesh upper outperformed every other shoe on this list, moving air more efficiently and keeping feet cooler during demanding shifts. And in durability testing, the Ghost Max 3 showed minimal wear after 100 miles of real-world use. The broad, stable base provides natural support for both neutral walkers and mild pronators without requiring a separate stability feature, and the carbon-neutral certification means this is a shoe that is good for your feet and good for the planet, something that genuinely matters to 2026 consumers. Jennifer Garner, one of Hollywood's most consistently photographed sneaker style icons, has made Brooks a preferred everyday brand, and the Ghost platform is the model most associated with her real-life footwear choices. At $150, the Brooks Ghost Max 3 at number 4 is accessible, exceptional, and one of the smartest purchases anyone standing all day can make. Number 3, Hoka Clifton 10. Number 3 on this list is the shoe that built Hoka's entire reputation, now in its 10th and most refined version ever, the Hoka Clifton 10. And for all-day standing purposes, it strikes a balance between cushioning, weight, and versatility that very few shoes anywhere near this price point can match. The Clifton 10 features a 42mm stack height at the heel, actually 1mm more than the Bondi 9, but achieves this with lighter overall construction that comes in at roughly 8.8 ounces for men's size 9, meaning you get serious impact protection without the shoe feeling heavy or cumbersome during long hours on your feet. Hoka's Metarocker geometry, the curved sole that promotes a natural rolling motion from heel to toe, is particularly effective in the Clifton 10 because the 8mm drop encourages smooth forward motion that actively reduces ankle and calf strain during prolonged standing. And the early stage rocker design works especially well on the flat, predictable surfaces where most all-day standing happens. Hospital corridors, classroom floors, retail environments, restaurant kitchens. Independent testers describe the out-of-the-box experience as immediately smooth and comfortable with zero break-in period required, which is a major practical advantage when you're buying shoes for work and can't afford to nurse blisters through a 12-hour shift. The breathable engineered mesh upper provides excellent airflow that outperforms the Bondi 9 in ventilation testing, keeping feet cooler during demanding warm weather shifts, and the shoe comes in all black colorways that meet professional environment dress codes. At $145 to $155, the Hoka Clifton 10 at number 3 is the everyday workhorse, reliable, cushioned, breathable, and ready from the moment you put on. Number 2, Asics Gel-Nimbus 27. Number 2 is the Asics Gel-Nimbus 27. And if there's one shoe on this list that genuinely came close to taking the top spot, it is this one. The headline stat that defines the Nimbus 27 is its weight-to-comfort ratio. It weighs just 9.2 ounces despite featuring a massive 40.9 millimeters heel stack and 29.3 millimeters forefoot stack, making it one of the most cushioned shoes per ounce of weight that independent reviewers have ever tested. The FF Blast Plus foam midsole registers at 34.2 AC in durometer testing, 30% softer than the average road running shoe, and in real-world testing the sensation is genuinely cloud-like without the unstable, mushy feeling that plagues some ultra-soft shoes, giving you maximum comfort with platform that still feels grounded and confident underfoot. In lab shock absorption testing, the Nimbus 27 absorbed impacts 13.1% more effectively than the average shoe, and the additional pure gel insert in the heel area creates an especially gentle landing zone for heel strikers, protecting your joints from the cumulative stress that builds up invisibly during long-standing hours until it becomes real, lasting pain. The upper is breathable, flexible, and premium in feel, with a secure mid-foot lockdown that works with your foot's natural swelling throughout the day rather than fighting against it, and a slightly wider platform compared to Kayano provides natural stability guidance that works for neutral walkers while the firmer corrective feel of a dedicated stability shoe. At $160, it sits at the premium end of the market, and everything about the foam technology, build quality, and foot feel justifies that price completely. The Asics Gel-Nimbus 27 at number 2 is genuinely one of the best shoes for all-day standing that has ever been made, and it missed the top spot by the narrowest of margins. Number 1, Hoka Bondi 9. And the number 1 best shoe for standing all day in 2026 is the Hoka Bondi 9. And after everything you have heard on this list, it should not surprise you even slightly. The Hoka Bondi 9 is the most comfortable walking and standing shoe ever produced, and the 2026 version holds that title more convincingly than any previous Bondi ever has. Hoka upgraded the Bondi 9 with supercritical EVA foam, a next-generation manufacturing process that creates foam cells at a microscopic level with unprecedented uniformity and softness, and the result is cushioning that one tester described as walking on a cloud that never collapses. Because unlike standard foam that flattens and fatigues after hours of use, the supercritical EVA in the Bondi 9 maintains its full cushioning properties from the first step of your shift to the very last. The 41 millimeters heel stack, the tallest on this entire list, absorbs every single impact before it reaches your knees, hips, and lower back, making this the most joint-protective shoe available for anyone dealing with plantar fasciitis, knee pain, or any form of joint sensitivity. The 5 millimeters heel drop, the lowest on this list, distributes your body weight perfectly evenly across the entire platform during standing, eliminating the pressure hotspots that cause foot fatigue and pain during long hours. And the Meta Rocker geometry keeps your movement natural and effortless even when your legs are exhausted. The retooled knit upper works with your foot's natural swelling throughout the day. The 3D molded heel collar wraps your heel perfectly. And the extended heel pull means getting in and out of the shoe is quick and effortless at the end of a brutal shift. The Bondi 9 has earned the American Podiatric Medical Association seal of acceptance, meaning certified podiatrists reviewed this shoe and confirmed it genuinely promotes foot health, and it comes in a slip-resistant all-black leather version designed specifically for healthcare workers. In an 8-hour city test covering cobblestones, concrete, and museum floors, testers reported fresh legs at the end of the day, which for a long shift worker is not a small claim. It is everything. At $170, the Hoka Bondi 9 is a premium investment. But for anyone whose body depends on being on their feet all day, it is the single best thing you can do for your long-term health and comfort. Number 1, no debate, the Hoka Bondi 9. That is your complete, honest list of the best shoes for standing all day in 2026. From the budget-friendly Skechers at number 8 all the way to the Hoka Bondi 9 at number 1. Every pick on this list is based on real data and real testing, not sponsorships. If this saved your feet or your wallet, hit that like button, subscribe for more honest reviews, and drop a comment telling me which shoe you're currently wearing. I read every single one. See you in the next video.